But Kapil Mishra was charged for making a hate speech on the Delhi riots, and he was in Khargone while this incident was taking place, 40 kilometers away from the area of incident. I'm joined right now by the Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Narottam Mishra. Mishra जी, बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे जुड़ने का. मिश्रा जी, ये जो भी बीता कल रामनवमी के दिन बहुत ही बुरा हुआ, पर अभी तक कोई अरेस्ट हुआ है? उसमें क्या अरेस्ट हुआ है? मतलब आपने तफ्तीश की होगी, जांच पड़ताल की होगी, क्या निकला है?
84 लोग अभी तक अरेस्ट हुए हैं और अभी 6 अतिक्रमण हटाए गए हैं, तोड़े गए हैं और ये कार्रवाई निरंतर चल रही है।
84 लोग आप कह रहे हैं अभी तक इसमें अरेस्ट हुए हैं, तो जो भी जांच पड़ताल हुई में कोई कंक्लूजन निकला है कि ये शुरू कैसे हुआ, क्या हुआ?
हाँ, साबित हो पाया है। अभी आधिकारिक बयान थोड़ी देर में जारी हो रहा है।
सुनने में अभी जो भी आप 84 लोग जो अरेस्ट हुए हैं मिश्रा जी, सारे के सारे ही एक समुदाय से हैं, माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी से हैं। तो क्या ये सिर्फ ये जो क्लैशेस बताया जा रहा है, इसके पीछे सिर्फ ये जो 84 लोग हैं ये एक ही कम्युनिटी से हैं? क्या इन्हीं का ही हाथ था?
प्रथम दृष्टया ऐसा ही पाया गया है।
तो जो 84 के 84 लोग हैं वो मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी से हैं?
जी।
नरोत्तम मिश्रा जी, अभी एक विजुअल्स भी आ रहे हैं कि बुलडोजर चलाए जा रहे हैं। ये जो 84 लोग हैं इनके बहुत सारे, सभी के नहीं पर काफियों के घर पे जो कहा जा रहा है जो यूपी मॉडल है वैसा बुलडोजर चलाए जा रहे हैं उनके घर में, पर ये तो लीगल नहीं है ना मिश्रा साहब? क्या ये कानून के दायरे में हो रहा है?
अतिक्रमण तो प्रूफ है।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कानून के दायरे में बुलडोजर चलाए जा रहे हैं?
अतिक्रमण की बिना पे चल रहे हैं।
तो आपके पास एविडेंस है, पर क्या लीगल है ये?
अधिकारी जो काम कर रहे हैं वो लीगल ही कर रहे हैं, कानून के दायरे में रहकर ही काम कर रहे हैं अधिकारी जितने।
पर सर अभी ना मतलब जांच पड़ताल तो ये कल ही का मामला है, जांच पड़ताल नहीं हुई है। क्या हमें मालूम है कि जो उनके घर हैं पेपर वर्क सही नहीं है, नाजायज कॉलोनी है, क्या है कि बुलडोजर चल रहे हैं?
जी,
कोई भी हिंदू समुदाय में से कोई अरेस्ट हुए हैं सर इसमें?
अभी थोड़ी देर में आधिकारिक बयान आने वाला है आपके सामने।
अब बस एक आखिरी सवाल पूछूंगी नरोत्तम मिश्रा जी कि ये पूरा जो भी इंसिडेंट हुआ ये क्या हुआ था? ये कैसे कर्फ्यू तक लग गया? इतना बड़ा क्लैश हो गया, कैसे हुआ ये?
रामनवमी का जुलूस निकल रहा था और उस समय अंदर से पथराव चालू हो गया उसमें, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से उत्तेजना की स्थिति बनी और घटना घट गई।
सर बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे जुड़ने का। नरोत्तम मिश्रा जी, होम मिनिस्टर मध्य प्रदेश कह रहे हैं, he is saying that there's going to be a formal announcement right now, but as per the Madhya Pradesh Home Minister, prima facie, it was created by the minority community. 84 arrests have taken place. All of them come from the minority community, and many of their houses are being bulldozed as we speak, which has created a big political debate as well. Is there, in terms of politics of it all, is there selective targeting of a particular community in all of this? What led to these clashes in 4 states? Cutting across to our face-off this evening, Sanju Verma, spokesperson Bharatiya Janata Party, Gurdeep Sappal, spokesperson Congress, both of them join us. Sanju Verma, I'd like to begin with you. Number one, Ms. Verma, if you've seen what is now being alleged as a possible hate speech, nobody's saying that's a correlation, but you must have just heard it. Kapil Mishra in Khargone makes a speech which is borderline provocative. At the same time, riots are occurring 40 kilometers away from him.
Preeti, I would like to very categorically state that I found nothing provocative in Kapil Mishra's speech. The tone and tenor could have been toned down. That said, the content of the speech was not inflammatory or provocative in any which way. And the reason is simple. Without digressing from the issue, I would just like to make it very clear, and the BJP believes in this. 365 days a year, you have azan being amplified from every nook and corner of the city or town which you live in from loudspeakers. One day, we celebrate Ram Navami, and on that day, if Hindus are dancing, there's a DJ who's playing music. What are we told? Oh, Hindus were trying to provoke Muslims in a Muslim area by blaring loud music. There is nothing called a Muslim area in secular India, just like there is no Hindu area or Jain area or a Parsi area. Point number 2, I would just like to say one thing. Is La ilaha illallah, Nara-e-Takbir, Allahu Akbar, are these not provocative slogans? When people say Nara-e-Takbir, Allahu Akbar, La ilahi illallah, and they blast bombs. A young guy called Rupesh Pandey a couple of weeks back was shot at point blank in Jharkhand for simply celebrating with pomp and gaiety Saraswati Puja. It was an incident which went unreported largely in mainstream media. So we have started to normalize and rationalize Hindu phobia, and I am actually appalled, Preeti, that the very community, and I will say the Muslim community without, trying to shove things under the carpet. You celebrate Muharram with swords and sickles in your procession. You celebrate Ramzan, and we have no problem with that. I also feel there should be no imposition of whether you can eat meat or not eat meat. But if you have a problem with Hindus celebrating Ram Navami, doing a havan, and I don't know whether this is true or not because the videos are yet to be authenticated, but it is said that there was an attempt at disruption by trying to throw meat into the havan kund. If that attempt was made, then that is certainly blasphemous.
No, well, we don't know that.
One thing. We don't know that. That is why I said, we don't know that. The only thing I'll tell Preeti is that to the best of my knowledge, there are 18 hostels in JNU, and I believe that not a single day during the entire Navratra was meat banned in any of the hostels. Only in Kaveri hosted yesterday, apparently,
that's a Sanju Verma, we're talking. I want to bring in Gurdeep Suppal as well into this conversation. But I would point out the fact is, you said there was nothing provocative about the debate, about the speech. Kapil Mishra actually says that you have only one identity, the identity of being Hindu, not of society, not of Samaj, not of anything else, but the identity of being Hindu. I would reckon we have one identity of being Indian. But that's open to interpretation. But Gurdeep Suppal, the charge is that it is the appeasement politics that the Congress has followed. They are Hindu-phobic, therefore these clashes have taken place. What's wrong with what went down yesterday? Why was the pushback there from a particular community?
I have been listening to Sanju Verma and before that Home Minister of Madhya Pradesh. Each and every sentence that they spoke today clearly points out that whatever happened in 10 states across India yesterday on the occasion of Ram Navami was not a stray incident. They have not even shied from anything. They have not even tried to behave like a party in governance whose duty is to maintain peace and order in the country. They have not even tried to be a party whose duty is to protect the life and property of each citizen of this country. You were asking Mrs. Sanju Verma about provocative statement of Kapil Mishra. But while on this channel itself, she made a highly provocative statement. Tomorrow, if that statement is carried out on social media, what will be reaction? Will Ms. Sanju Verma be tried for inciting people for violence? She made an unsubstantiated provocative statement just now on the channel. And second thing, I don't know why BJP, after getting so many votes, after getting support of people of India, is so insecure that it is pushing the country into a fire. Ram Navami has been celebrated in this country for times immemorial. even after 47, there's no occasion where people have not celebrated. From where have these people come? Are they recent converts? Have they never celebrated Ram Navami? Were they ever stopped from raising any slogans for Bhagwan Sri Ram? What was there? Are these people who have turned Hindu only last few years that they have started celebrating Hindu festivals? Hindu festivals were always part of, it's not a question of Congress or BJP. It's part of India. People have been freely and celebrating it. There was always peace around. Now for their own political gain, they have tried to incite such provocation among the people that even the birth anniversary of Bhagwan Sri Ram Navami, it was not a peaceful event anymore. And about Khargone, the Home Minister, quite diabolically, he said that the shops were raised down because of some illegal construction. Whom are they trying to fool? Here is a government who is taking a step and is not even confident to say it out why they are taking it. Because Supreme Court in February itself, in anti-CAA case, protesters case, it directed the UP government to return the penalty levied on the anti-CAA demonstrators. It's in the light of same
Mr. Sapal,
it is an illegal act.
Sir, you made your point. Can I take it to Ms. Verma to respond? Go ahead, Ms. Verma. You wanted to rebut.
Yeah. Preeti, there's a famous saying, the pot calling the kettle black. And I think, the Congress spokesperson needs to know that when the BJP says Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas, it is not a mere, epithet for us. It is not a mere slogan. This is something that we believe in. Justice for all, appeasement of none is the BJP's work ethic. And the Congress sitting here and lecturing the BJP, excuse me, right from the Hashimpura riots to the Bhagalpur riots of 1989 to the anti-Sikh riots of 1984, the Aligarh riots of 2008, the Dhule riots, the Muzaffarnagar riots, the Kokrajhar riots, the Beganga riots. All these riots happened when? Between 2004 and 2014, when the Congress was very much in power. So please don't sit here and wax eloquent about Ram Navami in 2006, 2007 and 2008. Kapil Sibal and a host of your Congress leaders petitioned the Supreme Court saying that there is nothing called a Ram Setu. There is no Bhagwan called Sri Ram. It is a figment of perhaps Andhbhakt like Sanju Verma. So you are the last person who should be sitting here and talking about Ram Navami. Just tell me one thing. What happened?
Sanju Verma ji.
I'm coming to you, sir. Let her finish. I'll come to you.
Yeah. Preeti, I'll just take 10 seconds. What happened on 2nd April 2022, just a week back in Karoli in Rajasthan? Matloob Ahmed, the councillor who owes allegiance to Congress and is supported by the Congress, he indulged in rank vandalism, arson, loot. You are sitting here and questioning the Madhya Pradesh Home Minister. Ashok Gehlot is both the Chief Minister of Rajasthan and the Home Minister of Rajasthan.
Okay, you made your point, ma'am. Can I, Gurdeep Sapal, please respond? Hypocrisy. You're being charged of hypocrisy, where Rajasthan, a similar communal, cauldron took place, and you're talking about Madhya Pradesh. Response, sir.
Yes. Number one, in Rajasthan, 46 people have been arrested, Ms. Sanjeev Verma, and they do not belong to one single community, but both the communities. Because rioters are rioters. They do not belong to any one religion. That is what we think. Unlike you, who is only targeting one community for your political ends.
Did you arrest
Matloob riots happen.
Please, can we just go one by one, sir? Please, ma'am, you've got. Can I just get Gurdeep Sapal? Ma'am, you made your point. You made your point. Mr. Sapal, go ahead.
Allow me to speak.
Yes, Mr. Sapal, go ahead. Make your point.
Number two, Bhagwan Ram of Congress party is different from your Bhagwan Ram. Please go and read about freedom struggle. I know you don't believe in Gandhiji. Your allies had him murdered. You don't believe in him, but Ram Dhun, Ram Bhajan is part of Congress tradition. Just open up the constitution, which you do not follow. See that Bhagwan Ram's portrait is drawn on the pages of original constitution. Please see. Don't try to portray a picture that you are the sole custodian of the person whom the entire country thinks as Maryada Purushottam. Don't try to use him for your own political gains. Please, please. My point is very simple. You are the party in power. You are the party in power. What are you doing to stop this vicious and this entire game that you have started? What will you do to Kapil Mishra? Please tell me, because you don't consider that was provocative.
Okay, all right.
Please let us go back to basics. Let us think of peace in this country.
Okay, Ms. Verma, I want to come back to you for one final statement. Kapil Mishra's speech, you said, wasn't provocative, that aside. But 84 people have been arrested right now in the Khargone incident. If there are clashes require two communities then. How is it 84 of 84 are Muslims?
You know, Preeti, I just want to say one thing. If you think Kapil Mishra's statement is provocative, then by that very logic, large parts of radicalized Islamic organizations and individuals who say there's only one God, Allah, and all non-believers are kafir. I think that is an equally provocative statement, but people don't seem to be having a problem with that. Because like I said...
Ma'am, but Hinduism is very different than Islam. No, we don't believe in the absolute truth of one God. Isn't Hinduism very different than Islam? Why are we equating the two? The tenet of Hinduism is not in absolute... There's no absolute God.
Preeti, can I finish?
Yes, ma'am. Please make your point. Please make your point. 1 second. Okay, Ms. Verma, make your point. Make your point.
Yeah,
Ms. Verma, 20 seconds. Make your point, ma'am.
Okay. Preeti, I just want to say one thing. BJP does not endorse vigilantism, nor does it endorse any form of untoward violence. Be it a Hindu, be it a Sikh, be it a Christian, be it a Muslim, I'm saying anybody who's culpable needs to be behind bars, caste, creed, gender, irrespective of that.
Okay,
but Congress to sit here and give me a bhashan of Constitution in 10 seconds. Has Mr. Sappal forgotten that Indira Gandhi, when she declared emergency in 1975...
Okay, I need to. Okay, I have run terribly short of time. May I bow out of this debate?
Mrs. Sanju Verma and Congress party has officially regretted it. But you will never regret for your misdeeds.
Okay, I will. On this, I am going to bow out of this debate. I appreciate. I have run terribly out of time. Terribly out of time. We're going to leave it for our viewers to decide on what went down. Was it correct? But ultimately, it all went down in the name of Ram on the pious occasion of Ram Navami. Is that correct? A quick break. Stay with us. Up next is Rajdeep Sarwasai.